Flip. Today I'm going to talk to you about strategy for getting more sales and clearing old stuff out of your closet. I had a couple of subscribers request this video, which is how I do my 4 for $25 bundle sales. And I have a definite strategy to it that I'm going to share with you right now. Now, I've seen a lot of people doing these bundles, and I do want to make a note that this is not a great way to make a ton of profit. I use it more to get old stuff out of my closet that I just want to free up the money, make a little bit of profit, and move on to the next thing. So if you're planning on using this as a strategy to get sales like every day on stuff that you're sourcing at the regular Goodwill and everything, I don't know that that's going to be a super financially sound strategy. But for me, I shop at the bins, the Goodwill outlet. My cost of goods is usually less than $1 per piece. So I can afford to do this and actually make a little bit of money. So if you are able to shop at a per pound kind of thrift store like the Goodwill outlet, and I know there are some others across the country, then that's actually not a bad strategy to get some sales. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so when I decided to do my 4 for $25 bundle, I decided how much I wanted to make it a minimum per piece, which I believe is a little over $4. Now, that doesn't take into account my cost of goods, but that is after the Poshmark fees that are involved in the bundling. Then what I did is I wrote a little blurb, and I'll put it down below in the description so you can copy it and paste it and use it for yourself if you'd like. But it basically says, this item is part of my 4 for $25 bundle sale. Add 4 of these items, or a multiple, I think I said add 4 of these items to your bundle and I will send you an offer for $25. So pretty simple. And then I took that little blurb, which you'll find again down in the description, and I pasted it at the very top of every item description that was included in the sale. Then I changed also the title, and at the very beginning of the title I put 4/25, and then I left the title as it was, so that a buyer would know instantly this is part of that 4 for $25 bundle sale. Once I did all of that, I created a graphic and I stuck it in my closet. Now, I'm telling you what I did, but I actually would not recommend you do this step. I think it was a waste of time. I don't think anybody looks at it, sees it. I didn't get anybody liking it or commenting on it. I did do it just so that I could put the rules again in there in a little bit more depth. But I did try to make that blurb pretty self-explanatory, and I didn't have any problems with people, working out how to do it. I've sold lots of these bundles, and I haven't had any complaints about people being confused about how it worked. So I think the little blurb is plenty. I don't think you need to create a graphic and create a separate listing and all of that and worry about where it is in your closet when you're sharing. Just skip that step. It's really unnecessary. I did do it, but I don't think it was necessary. And if I were to do it again or do a different bundle sale, I would not have that listing. I would skip it altogether. Next up, after I had the 4 for $25 in the title and I had my little blurb in the description, and then I made that little graphic, which I don't recommend you do. Once I did all of those things, I went through, and now I don't know if I've said this already, but I did not include everything in my closet in this sale. These were only the items that were my absolute oldest items. If you go to your Poshmark closet, you can actually sort by just in or just listed, and scroll to the bottom, you can see your oldest stuff. Make sure you put available instead of the all or sold so that you get the oldest stuff in your closet at the very bottom. That's how I decided what I was going to be, including in the sale. Then I went through, and for each item that I had, I tagged every person in the comment that had liked the item and let them know I was having a 4 for $25 bundle sale and that this item was included. So in the comments, I just tagged, in one comment there would be like 5 people. I would @ them, and then I would include the little, this item is included in the 4 for $25 bundle sale. Please let me know if you have any questions. Happy poshing, something like that. And I did that for every single item. And that first day I sold several bundles just from doing that. I didn't create bundles for people. I didn't, go through and be super harassing or spammy, but I did want to let the people who had liked this item know it's now included in this bundle sale. That was probably my most effective strategy for getting sales of the bundles right away. So if you're trying to do this sale and you kind of want to get the word out about it, I did post it on my Instagram, but I don't have a lot of Instagram followers, and I don't really use that as my main marketing tool. So I think tagging people in the comment on the item is probably your best bet, just letting them know, hey, this is part of this sale. You can just create, copy and paste, whatever. And that worked really effectively for me. I've sold quite a few of these bundles. So that right there is how I handled my bundle sale. It's pretty simple. There wasn't a whole lot more to it. Actually, there wasn't any more to it. Once somebody put 4 items or a multiple of 4, like if they put 8 items, I would then send them that offer for $25. I did have a few people counter me, trying to get me to go lower. But like I said already, I had already decided the lowest I was willing to go, and that was already that bundle price. So I just countered back with the bundle price as it was, and almost everybody bought it at that price anyway. They were just trying to get a little bit more off. So if people try to do that for you or with you, just counter back that original price or whatever price you feel comfortable with and go from there. Just know that some people are still going to try to get even more off, even if that $25 bundle is like 60% off of what you had them listed for, or 70% off. People will still try to get more. So you just have to prepare yourself for that. Be willing to counter. Don't ever decline, an offer. Just counter it back at the same price that you originally had, letting them know you're not negotiating on this price. It's already low enough. One other thing to note, when I did make my bundle, I did have a few people that would add 4 items, which was the bundle, but then there was other people that would add 6 or 5 or 7 or 8. In the case of people who add 8, you just double it. That's pretty simple. In the case of people who add 5 or 6 or 7, I just took that 4 for $25, I divided it, and then I just added that individual price in for however many it was. So if my price was $4.25 per item, then I would add 25 plus $4.25, and then obviously Poshmark doesn't let you do cents, so you just round it up or down $1. But that's how I did it, and I've made a lot of sales. I've cleaned a lot of stuff out of my closet. I'm super happy to have moved all of that stuff out. So if you have any questions about my method for my bundle sales, leave me a comment below and I will do my best to answer them. If you want to see more videos about my Poshmark strategy, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and make sure you ring the bell so you get notified when my next video goes live. Until next time, bye!